to my channel. Guys, don't come for me. I know I look like trash. I know I haven't slept for 1,000 years, so it does show on this video, but it's fine. Doing a live video, as you can see. This is like shout out to Luke for asking this question. So this video is based on the question that he asked. How was I able to travel? Which is so interesting because I've always wanted to do a video talking about my travels or like answering any questions around traveling, because I used to have like this really strong passion for traveling. Like I loved going on holidays, getting out, escaping like my reality. So I'm really excited to do this video. I feel like it's going to be a short video. I'm going to try and make it short for you guys because there's not really much to explain on this topic, but I'm so excited to do it. Okay, so first of all, like growing up, right, I was poor. I'm still poor now. Like I'm not rich in any way. Oh, thank you, AP. Thank you for calling me beautiful. I don't know what's going on with my eyelashes. Thank you for calling me beautiful. How are you? Yeah, so I'm okay. Today it's been a really eventful day. I'm not gonna go into detail, but yeah, I'm good. How are you? Um, as you can see from the title, guys, it says how was I able to travel or something like that. Like how was I able to travel? So back to what I was saying, growing up I was poor. I'm still poor today. Like I'm broke as ever. I shouldn't speak that over my life, but I am like struggling financially, which is normal in this day and age. Like I don't know anyone that is actually surviving in this world right now financially, because I feel like everything's so expensive, and I just feel like the way the world is designed, it's meant to keep you poor, not to get you rich, right? And obviously the poor people are fattening up the rich people's pockets, you know what I mean? Like every time we go onto Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, we're making them rich. Like every time we go on these websites, it's giving them money. Like every time we create content, it's giving them money because it's bringing more people to the platform. So no matter what you do, you're going to keep making these people rich. We don't benefit from it in any way. Is Squid Game season 2 good? I've never watched Squid Games. I've only watched a little bit of Squid Games when my auntie tried to put it on for me, and I just couldn't believe like people were getting shot. Like I feel like YouTube is gonna flag up that I said the word shot and probably like pull down this video or something. I'm so paranoid when it comes to social media. But I didn't even know they had a season 2. Wait, guys, correct me. Squid Game is not a movie, right? It's actually season. So uh, I sound really dumb right now because I don't have Netflix. So I'm guessing I watched season 1. I don't know what season 2 is like. Hello, Boston. I'm good, thank you. How are you? um, Thank you guys for coming on my live. So yeah, so as I'm saying, like I don't think anyone is thriving financially. I feel like now, like you can tell who's rich and who's poor. Like there's a big difference. Thank you so much for the like. And I feel like, there's people out there, right, that want to act like they're making money. When I say making money, I don't want to say making money. I want to say those people that act like they're wealthy. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then they look at homeless people like they're higher than them. When you check it out, they're not better. Like they're still on the same level. It's just that they have a house. When you see people thinking that they're better than everyone, like no, you're just the same. We're all breathing the same air. We're all living in the same, planet. Like, nobody is better than anybody on this earth. Why does the world have to be designed in a way that people think they're better than everyone else? Like, what is going on? We all bleed the same. Like, we're all the same. Thank you so much for the like. Yeah, I didn't even know that YouTube could do that. The hearts. Thank you, Quintana. Yeah. So guys, why do people like to put themselves on a pedestal? I feel like it's what's the word? I want to say pride. It's almost like people really put themselves on a pedestal where they think they're better than everybody else just because they have money or because they have a family, or because they have it all together, or they have like a really good job, they really think they are the B's and E's. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, why do people let the power get to their head? Even like when you see like influencers on social media, they think they're so good, right, that they don't need to respond to anybody, but they at the same time they need people to comment and like. Do you get it? So they don't want to respond to people, but at the same time they live for those comments, the follows, the likes. Crazy in it. It's crazy how people put themselves on a different level to everyone else, but at the same time people they need us more than you realize, you know what I mean? Like, rich people need poor people to spend in their shops, because they're the ones that have got no choice but to spend in it, because they don't know how to create those things for themselves or something like that. I know what I'm trying to say, guys. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So growing up poor, I only went abroad. Okay, I went on vacation like in the UK, but like I only went abroad once as a child, right? When I say child, I don't mean teenager, I mean as a child. It was like my first ever holiday. Obviously, my mum funded that. So my mom and my family, we went to Spain, and I think I was like 9 years old. Yeah, I was 9 years old, and that was my first ever holiday. And I just remember seeing the palm trees. I was so in love. Um, the weather was beautiful. Spanish people are really friendly as well. I just remember like falling in love with Spain, and that's when I developed like my love for the language. That's when I wanted to become fluent in Spanish. Thank you so much, Candyman. Happy early Valentine's Day to you too. Mwah. Um, so yeah, so Spain was it. Like, that was like the only holiday, and then I remember again, like I my dream was to go on holiday. So I remember then I went on holiday again with my family. I funded it myself. So financially, what I would do was I would save a lot of money. Um, I'm not very good with my money in general, but I just remember saving, and I remember using, like, I think it was my university funds to fund my holiday. I shouldn't say that on here. So I used my university funds because I didn't have a job at the time. So I used that money to pay for myself to go on holiday. Um, After that, let me think. Obviously, I started working after that, and then I would save my money, and then you are the worst. Who cares? Well, if you don't like my video, if you don't want to be here, why would you comment? Like, it's just pointless. Like, if I'm the worst and you don't know me and you've never seen me in your life, how can you compare me to the worst? Like, what is worse than me? Like, you don't even know me. So if you don't care, like, clearly you do, because why are you here? It's just a pointless comment, and it's just very petty, you know, to come on someone's channel and to make a remarkable comment like that shows your immaturity. You're probably like 6 years old. Coming. Oh my god. I'll make myself laugh. I'm like, okay, if you are 6 years old, I do apologise, because I can't be cussing out kids like that. I'm hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Your maturity, your immaturity just makes you seem like you're a child, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I feel like the internet is just so full of trolls, or like people that behave like children, that leave comments and they're all together with their friends and they say, "Look, I'm gonna say this. Let's see the response." It's literally like that kind of maturity. I just don't understand the logic of some people. It's like, what do you get out of doing that? Like, do you just go on the internet and think, okay, let me write this on someone's live video and watch them react? Like, what are you getting from it? I do worry about society in terms of like, when I die, like the generation below me, like how are they going to run the world? Because I feel like they just don't have no clue. Not all of them, but like, I mean, comments like that, it worries me, because I know that's not a 30-year-old writing that comment. Like, come on, guys. I know that's someone young. When people pop up on your feed every live they do and you don't like them, it can be annoying. But yes, it's just true. Yes, I agree, Brad. It's so annoying though, because it's like, you're talking to people that want to watch the video and then you get somebody that interrupts the flow. It's like, if you don't like it, just click off. Like, what is the big deal about it? Um, like, I don't feel like I get much comments like that, but it's like today, it's like, why? Like, what are you getting out of these? Um, but yeah, back to what I was saying. So I started working after university, right? And then I would save my money, right? Because obviously I lived at home. Um, I didn't really need to spend much. I didn't really, if I socialize, I didn't really spend a lot of money when I was socialized. I was a shopaholic, so I would buy like things that I like, clothes and stuff like that. But I was very good at saving for a bit and then spending. So if I wanted to go on vacation, I would use that money. So I do remember that the third time I went on holiday, it wasn't technically classed as my third holiday because when I was a teenager, I did go to France, but that was with the school, so my mum funded that. But like on my fourth holiday, right, I funded that myself with my own work wages, and I had this mentality that my money will go on vacation or parties. So what I would do is like I knew that I wasn't gonna drive. So I got my driving license way after, but I knew I wasn't gonna get a car, and I told myself I'd rather spend my money on holidays and parties to live my life than use it to go towards a car where it would take most of my money. Hey Luke, what's up? So that's what I did. So I would save my money, and then when it came to like things like vacations and anything I wanted to do or spend money on like things that I want to buy for myself, like things that I like, I would save money and spend it on that. But I don't feel like I knew how to handle money. So if I spent money on holiday, I wouldn't be like stressed or anything like that. I wouldn't think, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. The only time I felt like that was when I went to Paris. That was the first time I realized that, damn, like holidays are expensive. I also noticed like um the struggle financially if I didn't go on a family holiday, because it would mean that I would spend my money on food and stuff. So when I went on family holidays, because obviously when you travel, you've got to take in consideration like the expenses when you go there, like what you're going to spend your money on. So obviously being with family, I knew that my mum had me covered. Do you know what I mean? Like she would cover like things like food and stuff like that, so I didn't have to worry so much. Um which I was very lucky for. But let me think. Yeah, so Paris was like very expensive for me. I funded that myself and I went with my sister, but we were just like looking at each other because everything was ridiculously expensive. Um, but that was only like a short trip, that was like a weekend getaway. Then after that, um, I went to, I think it was Jamaica after that. Um, I paid for myself. That was a family holiday again. Um, 5:30 here in California. Whoop whoop. Hope you're having a good day. Um, and then my last holiday. So I went on a lot of family holidays, so it kind of covered the costs in terms of food and that. But obviously, I paid for my own flight. Um, my last vacation, my ex paid for me. I feel so bad saying that. So I usually always pay for myself, but that was like the first vacation where, except for my mom, where somebody else paid for me. So he paid, yeah, he paid. So I didn't really have to spend much, which I'm very grateful for, because if I spent my money then, I would have been mad at myself now because financially I'm not good. So technically, I can't afford holidays right now. I am struggling financially. Oh, here is Friday now. I'm struggling financially now. So I won't be able to afford a holiday. But I always like to make sure that I've got enough money to spend when I'm on the trip. You are so very welcome, Tanya. I forgot it's already Valentine's Day there, because it's only 7:29 in Texas. On that note, happy Valentine's to you. Happy Valentine's Day to you as well, Candyman. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, so does anybody have any questions on traveling or anything like that? Thank you so much, Luke. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. You guys are so cute. Does anybody have like I don't know why I'm laughing, it's so funny. Does anybody does anybody thank you so much for the lights, guys. Does anybody have any questions on my travels or anything like that? Like if anybody wants to know like anything about like places to visit and stuff, or how to go about getting like a good deal, I don't know, I've got any questions. But yeah, I feel like I pretty much answered it. I funded it myself mainly. Um, yeah, I just knew that if I was with family or if I was with family, I knew I'd be alright financially because obviously I would bring money as well to spend when necessary. With my ex, I knew that I was okay financially to travel on holiday with him because I knew he would cover a lot of things as well. But I feel like when I actually went on holiday on my own, and financially I was okay because what I would do is I booked with like a agency, so that covered like getting traveling when once I got off the plane, traveling from the airport to the hotel and back. Like I knew that was covered, and I just knew that I needed money for like food and drinks. Um, and I didn't really do much excursions over, so I was fine. But I like to make sure I know I've got enough money so when I'm out there, I'm not broke. Do you know what I mean? But I would say like financially. Wait, I went to Barcelona. I can't speak. I went to Barcelona with, not with. I was on my own, but I flew out to my friend, and let me think. Food was okay because he would cook, but there was a time when I did have to buy like pay for something for myself. But financially, I was okay. Um, because I didn't have to pay for accommodation because I was staying at his. So that was kind of like good for me money wise. Um, but Paris was like the most expensive for me. I feel like if I was to go to Paris for 1 week, I would be broke. I don't know how I'd fund that. I just feel like I'd be splashing so much cash, guys. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that and travel? For me, like traveling now, I feel like it's not going to be good for me financially. I feel like I know that I will spend a lot of money, and that worries me. Um, yeah, but where like, do you guys have any travel plans? Like, how did you guys fund your holidays? Um, where have you guys been in the past? Like, traveling is fun, guys. Like, if anybody wants to add anything to that, they're more than welcome to. I wanted to do a Q&A as well, but I feel like today it's not really necessary. I wanted to do a live video yesterday, but I was too tired, guys. Like, I really wanted to like do like a proper like long video, but I just couldn't. Um, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave this video here now. Hope everyone is well. I hope I covered everything. I hope I answered the question correctly. I do miss traveling, guys. Like, it was so fun. Like, I loved like meeting new people around the world. I loved like speaking another language. I loved like seeing new scenery and like just seeing how people live. It was so fun. Like, I did enjoy my traveling. Like, I did a lot of traveling in my 20s. It was mainly my 20s when I did that because I would work and then I was miserable in my job. So I would work and then once a year I would go on holiday, like, to escape all my problems. That's what I would do. I would just aim for that. And I just feel like it's not worth it. Life's not worth it if you're gonna live like that. Like, you gotta find balance in life. You gotta be happy. It's hard to be happy, guys, sometimes. But you've gotta like, life, you just gotta try and get in alignment with you. And that's what I wanna work on. I wanna try and get my life to where it needs to be to match me. And I know that's hard because when you try and match yourself, you're gonna lose a lot of things that are working in your life. You're gonna lose people. But what can you do, guys? What can you do? So I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is having a good Thursday or Friday wherever you are. I hope everyone has a good day. Um, if anybody has any stories to add on their travels, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys all soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for the comments. Thank you so much for the likes, and I'm sorry that this video is so short. Bye, guys.